Alright, so it's been a long day. I've been working in the garden, I've been doing all kinds of things, and I just don't want an elaborate vegan dinner. So what am I doing? So I bought this product. It's called 7 Old Grains. I don't know what happened to each one, but there's 7 here. Goodness from the ground up. But what's really cool about it, it's already cooked. It looks just like this. So what you do is you add 2 tablespoons of water to this, and it reconstitutes. It brings it back up to life. You break it up in little pieces like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the rice in this Portobello mushroom, this beautiful mushroom. I'm going to cut this off. I save this for my soups. We're going to take the gills out of it. We're going to put the rice into it along with some house food organic tofu, and I always buy extra firm, I just like it better, and maybe a touch of broccoli. Then we're going to put it in the oven, or maybe we'll eat it the way it is. Okay, so that's what we do. Come and see how I put this together. So come and see how I put this together. This is just like a quick, simple meal. Oh, and the best part, we're going to also add to it from Sweet Earth Enlightened Food, traditional Seitan. So this says on here, this is a clean protein, and all the information, by the time you look at this, all the information will be at the front, and I'll make sure that you have the details. But really quick, it's got 180 calories for 4 ounces, and it's got 30 grams of protein. It's a no-brainer.
Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food, plant-based lifestyle.
So we start off by putting 2 tablespoons of water in the rice. Not much. And that 2 tablespoons is supposed to be for this entire container. But if you see in here, I've only used about, well actually, now it's exactly a half a container. So you still have to reconstitute it so it comes back, and then we're going to put it on the stove top. Okay, so it's on high right now, but I'm going to move it to medium, and we're going to leave it there for a few minutes while it warms up. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take these gills off of the mushroom. Okay, thank you. Alright, so once you've got the very first mushroom done, like this, save the gills. You can use it in a salad. Here, I'm going to show you how the second one. Poke this out and put that in your salad. Or I like to use it in my soups. Use a spoon and take the gills off. In this case, the mushroom is acting like a plate. Okay. Make a nice little mess of the kitchen. Okay, once that's done, save that. Then we put the rice in here. Now that the rice is backed, take another spoon and fill a bottom layer with rice. put the rest of this away. We're going to put it on the stove top for now. And then put these away. Say that. Then you're going to open up your tofu. It's almost like it's vacuum packed, so you want to pick it up carefully, and I'm going to show you that over the sink. So you're going to take a cup or something, and you want to save this tofu water. A lot of times I use it on my rice. Today I use water. Okay, and then you're going to open this up. Now, the Seitan adds a lot of protein. We're not going to use that much. We're not going to use 4 ounces of this. But we are going to incorporate it in with the tofu. If you know Chef Jana, she's a vegan chef. If you go on her channel, she will show you how to make this by yourself, so you don't have to go buy it at the store. Okay, now we have to open it up. Dishwasher. You're going to open it up a little bit here, and you're going to get a slice out. Now once this is open, it's good for maybe 3 to 4 days. Don't have much time to keep it around, and you're going to have to open the package up to get to it. Looks just like a piece of meat. Of course, vegans don't eat meat. And then you can just simply place it on the top, kind of trim off the edges here. Like that, with the rice below it, so it has a little cap. Now this, we're just going to temporarily put it in the box, but we're not finished with it. The next part we're going to do is we're going to add our tofu. We're going to use just a little bit of it, so that and of course your hands has to be clean when you do this. You're just simply going to dice it on the top, a little bit, small dicing. And if you don't like tofu, you can just eat the Seitan the way it is. I use the top oven. Okay, so we're going to start it, bake it, 350 degrees, and start it. It starts at 100 degrees, of course not 100 degrees, but that's the lowest number it knows, and it will go and let us know when it's 350 degrees. Okay, so then what you're doing is you're just finishing up the top of the tofu on this, like this. Now if you wanted to, you could cut yourself a little bit of broccoli and just cut like this, so the flowers are loose, and you could put like a little piece of broccoli in the center, and this gives it a nice little green taste. And these you eat. If more of it falls off, you can put it on the other one. You can see this is a large one. Move the tofu around. Stick it just like that. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to put this in the oven for half an hour to 45 minutes. We're going to bake it in the oven. But you can't just bake it on this board. You have to be able to bake it in an oven pan. And then, this is one of my old oven pans. We're going to use parchment paper, sketch it like that, and then fold the top over, and the cutting blade is right here. Okay, so better today. I never made it to Parchments 101, but we're doing better every day. Put it upside down. Nice, that was even. It's okay, so you just put like that. Now some people, what they do is they cook this with oil. I'm trying to not do that in my cooking today. I'm just trying to have a little warmth of meal without too much, enough protein, a nice little delicate meal. Alright. So now we just have to wait for the oven to be, let's see if we can show it to you. see it's only 101 degrees right now. We're going to wait for it to be about 350 degrees, then we're going to pop these in. Alright, so we'll see in a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is right before we put this in, right before we pull it out of the oven, we're going to put one layer of Go Veggie sliced cheese. This is really delicious and it's lactose free. And what we're going to do is we're going to layer, and it's going to be like another layer of deliciousness. This gives you, it's 2.5 grams of fat, but it has 3 grams of protein. So with the seitan, with the tofu, and this cheese, we do get another layer of protein out of it. And it looks like this. Now I've been using for the past 2 weeks now the Go Veggie cheddar, and this is probably a lot similar to Jack, and it's going to lay in like this, but it can't go in right now because first it has to cook. So I'll be showing you that next. Alright, so the oven is at 300 degrees, so what we'll do is we'll be putting this in the oven soon. Okay, we'll see in a little bit. Now if you look at it, the temperature is 350 degrees. We're going to open it up. And we're going to put in our tray. We're going to set our timer for 15 minutes. It's going to go really fast. As soon as you start seeing the mushroom kind of like shrink inside themselves, you pull them out, and then you put the cheese on, you stick it in the oven for like 30 seconds, it melts instantly, you pull it out, and then you're ready to eat it. Put your cheese on the very last minute before you cook it. Then put it in. You're going to need to watch it so it doesn't get burnt on you. Maybe 1 minute, because the oven is extremely hot right now. See, that's not long enough, but you can see how this one's already melting. Okay, so that's it. Alright. So that's what it's going to look like. Close your door. Cancel your oven, turn that off. Now, I made this for Linda and I, but she's not going to eat right now, she's going to eat later. So we'll save this plate for her. And I'm going to be eating this one. Okay, so this pan's still very hot, so you got to move it out of the way. You shouldn't need to have a really, this is just a butter knife and a fork. You can cut it open. And once you're done, once you cut it open, you can test it. So what you have here, you have the cheese, you have the mushroom, you have a little seitan. You could even use these at parties. It's that good. It's not so hot that it just cuts and burns your mouth. And has all the flavor, the rice, the seitan, the mushroom, and a little bit of tofu on top. Anyway, thanks so a lot for watching. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.
Subscribe to us and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you for watching.